Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with the unofficial plus patch. In the previous episode, we visited Alistair Grout's mansion to see what had happened with him. It did not end well, and in this episode we'll be taking on Patron of the Ancient Arts because, well, there's nothing else for us to really do at the moment. Now then, I should note, if you have not already picked up the Patron of the Ancient Arts, the Occultish Personality quest, do so now. One of the items you get for that is in the museum that we're going to go to. One other thing, if you have been investing in your scholarship or security skills, do not go beyond 3. Well, let me rephrase that. If you've been investing in your scholarship skills and you aren't playing with the plus patch, don't go beyond 2. If you have the plus patch, don't go beyond 3, you will have a chance to boost it. Same thing goes for security, except in this case you don't need the plus patch, but just don't boost it beyond 3. Now, you may note that I have spent the experience points I had earned last episode. I decided to invest it into dexterity because that would boost both my lockpicking and my sneaking, both of which we're going to need, and the first of which I have kind of been neglecting. I should also note, when it comes to physical attributes, don't bother boosting them past 3. Reason being is that the blood buff will boost them an additional 2 levels, so if you ever really need that little boost, save your experience points because the next level beyond 8 costs us 12. And I believe the one after that costs 16. That's a lot of points to invest for something that you could get the same effect of by using Blood Buff. Just letting you guys know that now. Also, we're really going to need the sneaking because, well, that's what we're going to be doing this mission. So without further ado, let's talk to our favorite cab driver. Also, in between episodes, I visited the club, restocked on blood, got money, and I hit up Fat Larry to sell off some stuff. To the museum. Now then, technically speaking, we could just go on a killing spree, but that would make LaCroix angry with us, and even if you're playing for the Anarchs and don't care, I recommend that you maybe try and stay on his good side, for the time being. So you got a note over here to read. Due to unforeseen, though fortunate circumstances, the business of Madame Leota has been relocated onto the Santa Monica Pier. Huh. Now let's try talking to this guy. We gotta be careful because these guys will attack on sight. Except for this guy, apparently. He's not going to care if we wander around in the... Oh, hey, Dukes of Hazzard reference. Wander around in the parking lot, but I imagine that may change if he sees us breaking in. But it looks like he's just stuck there staring, so... Despite the fact that we're trying to sneak in, we are going to go through the front door, because we have the key for it. Can't get through that door, so we'll try picking the lock for this one. And then, head upstairs. We are going to want to be very, very careful, because guards could be around any corner around here, and we need to observe their movements. Unfortunately, there's no lean capability in this game, but so be it. Gonna want to quick save often, just in case you are spotted, because you can actually get bonus XP for going through this without killing anyone. See, I believe we're going to want to head over here to that slightly open display, jump on inside, wherein we can find a key to the museum offices. Uh-oh, that thing spiked. That means somebody walked by. Okay, now that we have the office key, we need to go down. But there's somewhere we're going to want to get an extra $100. Don't really need it, but couldn't hurt to have it. Oh, I'm willing to bet it was somebody that was patrolling up here. Most likely probably that guy. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on the stealth meter on the left, because even if you can't see them, that thing will spike if they go nearby like it is now. Good way to know when somebody's getting close. Now, the guide mentioned something about a pterosaur first, for a money clip, but I have no idea what a pterosaur is. In all honesty, we just want to get down to the bottom floor. Is that pterosaur? I have no idea. That's a bunch of flamingos. That's a display we were probably just in where we got the office key from. That's a rhino. I guess it must be that? I honestly have no idea. And to be perfectly honest, we don't really need the $100. But I may as well at least try for it, so if I am right, then you guys will know where to look for it. Why it would be on top of this thing, I have no idea. Nope, and I have no idea where else it could be. Well, fact of the matter is we want to get down over to that area. Let's see. Once you're downstairs, see a set of doors on one side. These are the offices. Enter the left door using the key you found. Take a prescription bottle, blah blah blah. Let's try and get past this guy, who has really horrible peripheral vision because he couldn't see us. Let's see. Is this really the door I'm looking for? Yeah, offices. Key worked. Let's see. Dork. John found them buried in the sofa downstairs and turned them into the lost and found. Stop leaving your keys all over the place or else next time I'm demanding a finder's fee. Okay. Gotta be around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Then we need to pick this lock in order to get down to the basement, which is our ultimate goal for right now. Now, remember, there is that fetish we need to pick up here in order to get the reward, but it is down in the basement. However, this is where it gets tricky. See, in there, that's a security office. That is where we can shut down the cameras, but there is a guard. And there's another guard patrolling the area. Because there are cameras here. And unfortunately, the game does not pause while you are in a computer. Now, I have managed to sneak in there and stay hidden in a corner by some miracle. But I don't know if it's going to work this time. Okay, there's a camera over there. Thankfully, it's turned away. Let's see if we can't get into its blind spot before it sees us. And then into... Shit. That's what I was afraid of. See, he will walk back and forth in that room. It's kind of tricky to tell. Especially... Ugh, I'm so glad later games made it so that the camera views were visible. Now, you can destroy the cameras, but I'm fairly certain they would notice that. Come on. Yeah, it had already spotted me. This is not going to be easy, because if I recall correctly, that room right there is also where the skill book that I'm talking about is. Alright, quick save underneath the camera. Now let's see if I can't hide in this corner without getting spotted. Come on, walk the other way. He notices something, but...
Hey, stop right there.
Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, this mission can be rather difficult without obfuscate. And I can't destroy the cameras. Yay. So this mission just got a hell of a lot harder. Ooh, there's that security book. That's pretty much all I wanted in here. Well, that's the finance. Here we are, a manual on how to handle locks and doors of all kinds. This book raises your security skill, which in turn raises our lockpicking skill. Yay.
Huh?
Alright, it looks like I'm just gonna have to try and get around without getting spotted by the cameras. Again, that won't be easy, but I gotta try. Whew. Okay, that was risky, but I pulled it off. Wait for it to turn this way, and then I'm going to want to go and run over here to the office. Okay, read the note. Marshall, change the code again. He's on such a power trip. I think you're right. He managed to send it to everyone but you, again. Not did you ever check your mail anyway. The code's 2358. You owe me lunch. Gonna need to remember that. We'll take the gold ring, the normal watch, and is there anything else? No, doesn't look like it. So I know there's going to be a guard coming down that way fairly soon, depending on how quickly he walks. And that security camera won't spot us if we're under the blind spot of the other camera. on, turn the other way. Alright, that's not the place, I believe, but it's somewhere we're going to want to go into because I see an item. Aha, museum workroom key. Which gets us some XP. Good. Okay, it's looking the other way. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Unfortunately, the only way it seems to be to get into this room, which is where the fetish is, if I recall correctly, is to smash the window. Because... let's see. Yeah, no. Which we're going to want to be careful of, because that'll attract the guard. This is the room, right? Huh. Give me 1 second. Oh, wait, here it is. Strange, looks different. Anyways, okay then, guard just walked by. Which means he's not going to be back for a while. Doesn't mean I should take my time, though. Because I do still have these cameras to worry about. And book it. Get to the control panel. 2, 3, 5, 8. And boom. We are pretty much almost in the clear. We still have a ways to go. Okay, there is a security room around here. If you are already on a killing spree for whatever reason, feel free to smash the glass, kill the guard, and hack the computer to take care of the security beams. Which unfortunately is not something we can do. Now then, we could try to jump over these, but instead we're going to want to smash this, which is going to cause them to flicker somewhat. With the right moves... as I was going to say, with the right moves we can get by, but... ugh. Didn't say it was going to be easy. Okay, and with that, we open this up. Head on inside. And the Yankarn sarcophagus is, of course, gone.
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Hey, Beckett. Let's see. Now, you gotta pick your choice very carefully in order to get the scholarship boost. Like I said, the boost under normal circumstances will only take you up to levels 1, 2, 3, or if you have the plus patch, up to level 4. Beckett, what are you doing here?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Yankarn sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
What happened to the Yankarn sarcophagus?
Since it's missing, I'm inclined to believe it was stolen, Or intentionally misplaced, if you like. Clearly, though, it's not here.
Did you get to examine it at all?
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Gehenna?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
Antediluvians?
No one I know has ever met one. But each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire, an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the present. But then, kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
And Cain?
Cain is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
Can you tell me more about Thin Bloods?
Thin Bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Why don't you believe in Gehenna?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
Are there any other signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of Thin Bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
This is all fascinating stuff. How long have you been studying kindred lore?
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason. And if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
We're a predatory species, like lions.
Yes, I've heard that theory before. It certainly seems plausible, but there's little proof to support it. Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
I agree.
Remember, the truth won't be told in time. It will be told by us. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
Hey, goodbye, Beckett. But anyways, yes, we have gotten our boost in scholarship, which in turn boosts our persuasion and research. Aren't free stat boosts just wonderful? Anyways, despite all the cutting I'm going to have to do in the editing process, we still have enough time to turn this into LaCroix and turn in the fetish statue. But let's take care of LaCroix first, lest we hurt his feelings.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man.
LaCroix's expecting me.
What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
We'll talk later, Chunk. Excuse me.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
You're respected by everyone in this city for your leadership.
I've had my fill of sycophants. I need adjutants I can trust.
Everyone respects you. Now, what's this all about?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head that will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
About the sarcophagus, it appears to have been stolen.
Stolen?
Stolen?
How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
The Nos...
I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands...
I'll find Gary and the sarcophagus.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort her out.
Oh boy. Well, like I said, I'm gonna go see Pisha, and then we may want to check in with the Anarchs about all this. Oh boy. At least before we end it off, because I want to start off next episode heading straight for Hollywood. Something tells me it's not going to be as glamorous as it's made out to be in reality. Wouldn't surprise me. Nothing ever is. Hey, Pisha.
Yes.
Here's the item from the museum.
Yes. This is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
Great. I'll be back if I find anything else. This is going to be an incredibly useful item. The perverse creations of a Tzimchi flesh crafter. This abomination is forced to live a tortured eternity in servitude to the damned. As you kill enemies, the chalice will fill with blood. Use the chalice to feed from it and gain its stored vitae. Essentially, it's a reusable blood pack that stores with, I believe, up to 200 blood points. Very useful. Now I will see you guys back at the last round bar. Now, here at the last round bar, I know for a fact that Skelter's got something to say.
Measly fuck, you got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick.
What did I do?
You fingered Nines. Said he killed a goddamn primitive.
I just saw him there. At least, I think I did.
I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid.
Where did Nines go?
Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
Alright, I'm out of here. Damsel, what do you gotta say?
Heard anything?
The prince is really interested in getting the Ankaran sarcophagus.
It's probably just like the rolls of coffins or something. Lousy witchcraft bastard.
I'll let you know when I have more news. Alright, so Skelter's the only one who really has anything to say, which is funny. You'd think Damsel would, seeing as though she seems to be second in command, but... oh well. With that, we have come to an end for this episode of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw polling to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.